Hi there, welcome back my friends to Torment, Tides of Numenera. We're going into this strange and interesting room. I have no clue what to do there. But we need to find something that stops this from flowing. So we can descend with our rope, with our living synth rope, into this hole. And also probably distract the bloom a lot, or give pain to the bloom.
All right.
Wow. That's such an alien concept. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe we can take something first. It might help us. Ah, healing intellect.
All right.
This massive pustulant wall of flesh looks like nothing so much as a herniated mass pushing out through the weakened walls of the bloom. You can't identify the function of the organ that has pushed through the skin here, but you do see a small crevasse inside. Closer examination reveals a space inside, a hidden space, large enough for you to rest without being bothered. Oh, we could rest here. Goodness. Let's explore this first. Like, let's talk to this person. This wiry young man wears grit-stained ragged clothes and carries a wicked jagged knife. Wet blood still stains its blade. Though you see no evidence of bodies or victims, he sees you and his mouth works in an instinctive but passionless snarl. As his gaze shifts away, he sighs deeply. His voice is flat, affectless. I'm the life-taker Dakor. You're in my territory. Scan thoughts. That's how it used to go, right? Get the words right. Maybe the rest will come. So that's where we could go to our mind? How did you get here? I came to the bloom to kill an old friend. I followed him deep into the vast and winding ways of this fell beast. He led me through a narrow vein, and then, he shivers, gritting his teeth, a maw took me, bit down, chewed and chewed. Wow, this is crazy. He looks around, and this is how Dakor dies, not at the hands of a mob, or on the end of a levy's blade, no. He chuckles or sobs in the gullet of the bloom, the biggest predator of them all. Tell me about this gullet. People, he begins licking his ghostly lips. People dwindle here like candles or starving men. The bloom eats us bit by bit until only the despair is left. Then we sink into the bloom, or throw ourselves into the whirlpool, or the maw takes us, or trails of brow contorted. So we wait, we sleep, try to stay ourselves. Where's the maw you mentioned? In these walls, he says, throwing out a limp hand in the floor, somewhere nearby, waiting. It doesn't eat flesh or fear or murderous rage. No, it eats despair. And it waits until we're full of it, full to bursting. Aha. The gullet is your territory. I've marked it out. I've walked its paces. I know its contractions and its convulsions. Yes, mine. All mine. Confident mouth goes slack, though, hanging open at the end of his words, as though they were the only thing giving it shape. So you called yourself the life-taker. What does that mean? Shakes his blade, looking at the ground, at the wall, anywhere but at you. I kill. Kill people. I protect my territory, he whispers. They feared me. The places where I walked, where I marked, they feared me. Trails off muttering to himself. And thoughts, does anyone fear me now that I'm gone? Do I care if they do? Or do you mean to threaten me, or what? I mean, he thinks deeply, apparently unaware of the answer, as if he has been going through the motions for so long that he can't recall the reasons for them. Yes, I could threaten you. More than that, I could push you to the ground and chop you apart like all the others. His fingers tighten over his dagger, but there are tears in his eyes now, the tears of a lost child. It wouldn't matter, would it? Not anymore. Scan thoughts, why demand a thing I won't use? Because that's how it's done, I suppose. Well... farewell then. I mean, so we could use him to kill us, okay. And we could look at this creature. At first you're not sure what you're looking at. It seems to be an enormous suit of metal armor, or perhaps some sort of exploration suit. It's large, at least twice the size of an ordinary human, and its limbs and joints are completely foreign to you. Even if you could somehow find a way inside, you'd have to contort yourself in ways the human body was never meant to bend. It has a visor or faceplate at its top. Callistique's echoes look back and forth at one another, and Callistique smiles. It's a vivaric armature. Pets, isn't it? Who knew that we could find such a thing here? At your glance, she continues, the learned and the lucky have found these suits throughout the world and know their purpose, but they carry some impressive devices. You know how to extract them. We'll examine it more closely. The strange metal of this suit looks as if it could survive the cold of the interstellar void or the depths of an impossibly deep sea. When you push on it, it gives just a little bit and expands by the same amount. The bloom flesh around the suit is puffy and irritated, almost infected. It seems that the bloom is trying to absorb the suit into itself without much success. There are a number of tools and strange devices attached to the suit's right hand. You might be able to extract one or two of these if you're careful. Yeah, let's do that. There's a sealant spray. This device is capable of spraying a powerful sealant material. It could permanently close a medium-sized aperture hole. Ah! It is too delicate for usage in combat. You scavenge the device from a large metal suit you found in the gut. Most of the attachments are broken or corroded, but through some careful maneuvering, you are able to detach something that looks like a spray canister. A test squirt produces a glob of quick-drying liquid synth, a highly effective sealant. Once you detach the device, you notice that there's more machinery deeper inside the suit's arm. Yeah, of course, let's dive into that, right? Wow. It costs us. Callistique can do it. I'll let Callistique do it. Can do it, that's fine. You reach into the arm and your fingers graze a small metal orb. You carefully pry it loose and withdraw it from the arm. It looks like you found the reservoir of the sealant material used in the spray device. Oh. Small metal orb contains a reservoir of sticky sealant material. It's too delicate for use in combat, but you could rig the orb to burst open and permanently cover and seal a hole. Let's examine again. Your careful examination pays off. Near the faceplate you find a small detachable lens. It may have been used to focus beams or light or some other visible force. You detach it carefully and store it away. Let's try again. You don't find anything else of interest on the exterior of the suit. And let's look inside the faceplate. A visitant lived inside this suit, a creature with multiple eyes scattered across its face. Based on the skeletal remains you can see inside. At least you assume their eye sockets. They might have been some other alien orifice. Oddly, the creature had no visible mouth or jaw. Is there more? No. There's a tongue cluster. And there's the core. I think we should rest here, maybe.
All right.
That would be good, seeing the health of our people. Slip inside the folds to rest. You glance over at Callistique. She raises her hands in silent, yielding acceptance. Oh, goodness.
Thank you, dear. That feels better.
We're healed. Nice. How nice from the developers to add this in. Look at the tongue cluster here. Another cluster of bloom tongues rises from a swollen mound of flesh. The sound they make is like a soft hiss, punctuated with obscenely wet slabs of flesh. We'll leave that alone for now. We'll go and seal this thing now.
Yes, now.
Rancid bile flows from the opening into the pool. It spirals down into the chamber below. I don't know if spray is enough. We'll use the sealant bomb to block the opening. You drop the metal orb into the opening and it explodes, stopping the flow of bile with a blob of instantly hardened synth. The blocked arteries swell and bulge. They show no immediate sign of rupture. The last bit of liquid in the pool drains out. There's a hole at the bottom, an entry into a lower chamber. Now you just need to find a way down. So there's that. And I think we should explore it right now. Now that you've entirely blocked the liquid that drained into the pool, you've revealed a human-sized hole at the bottom. A drumbeat like a colossal heart sounds from below, echoing through the gullet. The obedient rope that you tied to one of the tube clusters is just long enough to allow you to climb through the gaping hole and into the chamber below. We'll do that. You grasp the rope, and you can feel its texture adjusting itself to your hands, soft but firm, with fibers that grip your flesh. Your descent is quick, safe, and painless, though you have to let go of the rope to drop the last meter. You find yourself in a chamber of raw, throbbing flesh. The beating sound is much louder here. Beneath your feet, the bloom flesh trembles and seethes as if your touch is abhorrent. During the time you've spent in the bloom, it has grown to hate you. Its whole consciousness is focused upon you now, ready to unleash its fury. Yeah, we've slashed it again and again. That's going to pay up. What is that? Wow. What a big thing here. What can we do?
Let's go.
I mean, we can slash everything open, right? What's going on now? Abacus. Oh, an abacus. Navigate the valve doors to discover the entrance to the bloom's heart. That is the entrance to the bloom's heart already. My goodness. What could we do here? I mean, we could talk to the abacus. Or we could attack the corpuscular maw. Oh! Let's try that. Let's try to talk to the abacus. You recognize this weird angular being as an abacus. It's probably the same one you released from the cyst in the vast interior. It seems to be hunting the scuttling maws. Based on what you've heard, abacuses eat transdimensional energy. It's probably trying to devour the rifts inside the little maws. Leave it alone. It can do what it wants. Yeah, nice. Helps us. Oh, goodness. We're immune to flank, thankfully. Ow. Something missed us, but we are hobbled. You can walk a bit and then...
Yes, now.
You can use the onslaught. Transdimensional onslaught, I guess. Would be the best.
Surrender.
Wow! We're good at this. Come on, Kalestig.
Naturally. Watch and learn.
It's hobbled as well. Tibia. Can definitely attack well. Let's wait it out. Because it's half phased and will attack that more. Kill it.
I feel better. Disgusting. I should be rid of this.
We're getting fettled. We're hobbled. Yeah, I know. We'll leave that Abacus alone. There's a tongue cluster. That could be the heart, right? Another tongue cluster. I mean, I think we could maybe go to the tongue clusters first. On the other hand, we have opened this. Thick venous sacs filled with fluid and air block your passage. You might be able to tear them open, but not without enraging the bloom. Yeah, it's already enraged, but... We could go through the tongues. Steer it open with the tongues. That might be the more intelligent way. We'll leave it alone. We'll go through here. And try to talk to the tongues.
Yes.
What is that? And leave the sacs alone. Are there tongues around here? Ah, yeah, that's the first way, I think. Okay, let's
On it.
We approve.
go this way then. Probably. Is that good? Hobbled a bit. What will the Abacus do? Oh, there's something spawning. A corpuscular maw.
Why not?
It's coming onto us. No, onto our friends.
Happening to me.
Okay, alright, I think
On it.
let's enrage that thing. I don't care anymore. Cut the sacs with a transdimensional scalpel. The sacs burst, a horrific stench blasts across your face and you gag involuntarily. At least the way is clear now. Deep rumble in the Bloom's guts shakes the chamber. Bloom voices hiss and shriek in rage.
Improbable, but sadly effective.
And there's that corpuscular maw. We have Who could, I don't know, attack, but it does no damage. It does not make sense to do it like that. It could move behind, or to flank. Onslaught, onslaught, onslaught. Here we go.
A little something I've learned.
Oh, there's more coming. Tibia, finish it off, come on.
Of course.
Disgusting. I should be rid of this.
Hobbled a bit. Doesn't matter. The Abacus to help us. We should cut this open, probably. No. Let's take it one by one. Onslaught.
Already lost.
Yeah. That's the way.
Yes.
Interact. Okay, in the next round then. Come with us. Enter the chamber.
In an instant. Well, I feel better.
There's more coming. Whoa, there's 2 coming now. 3. A transdimensional rift tears open and several humans tumble out. The great devourer has called us to the heart. You recognize the shrill voice of Inkpot, the bloom cultist. The trespasser and defiler is tormenting our god. Let us punish her, brothers. Oh, goodness.
I feel terrible.
Why not?
Let's get better here. We have the Abacus. It's taking a lot.
All right.
We need to open that. Now the horrific stench.
Disgusting. I should be rid of this.
We'll march forward to the heart now. All too far away.
Yes. Now.
Is hobbled. Run, run! It's too far away. We've got Kalesig, who can... A transdimensional onslaught on that thing? No, on that thing maybe. Kaboom! Whoa, we're summoned to this. Let's run away. Oh, they can open these. Ah! What's going on here?
Disgusting. I should be rid of this.
Okay. Tybia, what can you do? Can you interact with me? Naturally. Greasy grey tubes feed a thin, rank fluid into the puckered wall of the heart. An enormous irised muscle contracts and pulses, as if held shut by a god-like act of will. Oh, we must leave the sphincter alone. And thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. I need a short pause. And then we'll continue to hopefully torment this thing. Have a great time until then and happy gaming. This is Immanuel signing out. See you soon, my friends. We'll see if we survive this.